13 News Now begins with breaking news.
Updating that plant fire burning in Southampton County right now.
13 News Now anchor Sandra Parker has the very latest from the newsroom.
Yeah, that fire is at the Inviva plant. That's a wood pellet manufacturing plant. It's located in Franklin. We do have a crew that's headed there. Look for an update from them coming up on Daybreak.
We're staying on top of breaking news this morning, and here is some new information out of Chesapeake where there was a fire overnight at this home. Crews were called to Beechwood Road, that's in Deep Creek. Fire broke out just before 3 this morning, and the good news is the family of 4, they're okay. They were able to get out.
They were displaced but able to get out. The home had damage to the garage mostly. The cause of the fire appears to be a problem with electrical equipment inside the home. Again, we're continuing to follow that and several other stories for you here on Daybreak this
Absolutely. Also following the weather this morning. Again, it is still cold out there, and the Weather Authority is here to let you know how you should get ready for it and handle the day. Evan is in for Craig.
Well, I would definitely advise to dress in layers. We're looking at some rain as we get into Friday. Now, we are tracking some breaking traffic news out there right now. Of course, Ashley Smith is tracking that, and she will have the latest on that breaking traffic news right now.
And it's impacting folks headed from Hampton to Norfolk this morning. Heads up, if you take the HRBT, I'm going to give you a live look now at what's going on there. We understand that traffic has been stopped. Right now, 2 miles. We'll see how long this lasts. I'll give you another update coming up here in just a few minutes.
Also breaking right now, Dominion Power crews have just informed us they have restored electricity to all customers in Virginia Beach. Benita Harris says crews found the problem and quickly had power back on for everybody. At one point, though, more than 4,500 customers did lose power in this very cold weather. Now, as you know, because of the cold weather, there's a pretty large list of school delays. You can see the list scrolling right along the bottom of your screens right now. It's also posted on WVEC.com, and you can find it on our mobile app.
All right, continuing our coverage of this major deep freeze. The warm-up is coming. Meteorologist Evan Stewart says wait for the weekend, but before that warm-up kicks in, you may spot some icy waters in our area. Be careful. Many of those waters are not quite frozen. That can be dangerous. Even though we've experienced extremely cold temperatures this week, we're told our area never gets cold enough for a solid freeze in any body of water. Public safety workers say it's a good time to remind the kids of that fact and tell them to steer clear of iced over water. Another potential danger from the freeze, they say, some of us don't dress appropriately for it.
You will see a lot of people who really just underestimate their ability to tolerate the cold. They'll go out, for a drive or go out for a walk, and they just, before you know it, you're confused and you can't figure out how to get home, and then you've got a hypothermic emergency.
If you're taking the chill off with a fuel burning device indoors, firefighters recommend you have a carbon monoxide detector. Also, keep combustible and flammable items a minimum of 3 feet from that device so fires don't start in your home.
Later today, the Virginia General Assembly reconvenes, and this year, lawmakers will tackle some big issues affecting Hampton roads. One of the biggest is tunnel tolls, and Governor-elect Terry McAuliffe says it's an issue that needs to be addressed.
I can promise you this, that deal that was structured in that manner is not a deal that will happen in the McAuliffe administration. We just won't do it.
Right now, the tolls on the Midtown and downtown tunnels are set to start on February 1st.
Governor McDonnell will deliver his last State of the Commonwealth address in Richmond tonight. That address is at 7 o'clock. McDonnell prepares to leave office, and he leaves the General Assembly and Governor-elect Terry McAuliffe a proposed $95.6 billion budget that has to be approved, of course. The new governor will be sworn in on Saturday. 13 News Now will be in Richmond for Terry McAuliffe's inauguration. The General Assembly is set to decide whether to allow casino gambling in Portsmouth. Today, State Senator Louise Lucas will discuss that possibility. Now, she tried to roll the dice last session, but failed. But today, at a Chamber of Commerce meeting in Portsmouth, she'll outline her proposed casino gaming bill for this upcoming session. Last month, the city of Portsmouth voted to pursue a casino project. A local study found a casino could bring in more than $100 million a year in tax revenues.
With the start of the new General Assembly session, State Senator Creed Deeds will return to work for the first time. since he was attacked by his son back in November. Gus Deeds killed himself after stabbing his father. Gus had been released from emergency psychiatric custody just the day before. The situation is inspiring the General Assembly to change the way mental health emergencies are handled in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
6:06 right now, a crane in the middle of the highway. It comes crashing down. Where this happened and how?
Plus, a car is sent flying off a road, and investigators say the deep freeze is to blame. Take a good look at your screens. We'll have more of this and explain what happened coming up next.